It's a great day in SimWorld, everybody. Good morning and welcome to SimWorld Today. I'm B-Ron. Alongside me is my co-host Big Bob, the man himself. Good morning. How you doing?
Ooh, I am good, but the radiation here is it's a little crazy. But
Yeah,
you know, again, I'm doing great this morning, this Friday morning. B Ron, how are you doing today?
doing wonderful, my friend. Doing wonderful. It's good to have you here with me. Good to have you here. Let's jump right into some things. We got a lot to talk about this morning. First things first, the SWBA trade deadline has come and gone. Let's talk about it a little bit. Who, in your opinion, has set themselves up for success coming out of the trade deadline? I didn't want to call it winners and losers, especially, but let's look at it from a different perspective here.
I think I'm going to have to go with the consensus on the winner, or who came out on top, as you like to say. Keep it on the fence. The New York Knicks. I think that
Yeah.
the acquisitions that they made leading up to the deadline, including what they've done at the deadline, I mean, they've done nothing but position themselves to be successful. I think that they probably have to be the number one team that we talk about here. I do think, though, that the Bucks. I almost said the Mavericks. I think the Bucks added something that they really lost whenever they traded Holiday earlier this season, and when they added Patrick Beverly. I think that's something that they really, really needed on the defensive
Mhm.
side of things. But we'll see how Doc Rivers handles that situation. What do you think?
Yeah.
Who do you think came out on top, B-Ron?
So I I I'm sorry. I'm looking at some of the moves here just to kind of get a better idea of
It
things
was
here,
so
and I
B-Ron,
like.
it was not an exciting it was
Yeah.
absolutely not
It
an
wasn't anything
exciting
too
NBA
crazy
trade
here.
deadline. Like, LeBron's still on the Lakers. They're gonna
Yeah.
have another terrible finish to the season. There, but no, seriously, there was no. You have Gordon Hayward, who, excuse me, excuse me, Gordon Hayward, who hasn't been anybody for, I don't know, 4 years. He can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
What big name
I
really got
saw
traded today
Dennis
around or last night around the deadline?
I
It's
saw
nobody.
Dennis Schroeder got traded. Um, PJ Washington, I got him confused for a second with PJ Tucker for some reason.
The Sixers, the Sixers,
Oh,
4
man.
years later, finally traded for Buddy.
Yep,
We've
Buddy
been
Hield, yes, that was
the
another one, yep,
the Sixers fan base has been geez, anticipating that trade for about 4 seasons now, and, I mean, we got him. We'll see if that's enough, but, I mean, we traded Morris Senior, which I think I I just I like the Morris twins so much. We
Yeah, I
didn't do
like them a
anything
lot
to help
too.
the Sixers are losers in this one. I'm just gonna say they traded away a great defender. They brought in Buddy, who again he's a great scorer, uh, but they just didn't do anything to replace Embiid while he gets healthy. So
Mhm.
they didn't do really anything to win.
Yeah, the Raptors got Kelly Olynyk, which is nice.
Yeah,
Wasn't that
yeah.
that's I feel
Again,
like that's a good get for them, but like you said, it wasn't nothing too eye-opening, too crazy or anything like that, you know what I mean? Which isn't
like
bad, but it's not what you
no,
expect from a trade deadline.
no, like, where's the D'Angelo Russell trade? Where's the, oh, man, I'm drawing a blank, but Cleveland Cavaliers kid. I'm drawing a blank. Help me, B-Ron.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell,
There you
he's
go.
played for the Jazz, yeah, yeah.
There you go. Like, where's the Donovan Mitchell trade that's been
Mhm.
anticipated for half the season now? Where's that D'Angelo Russell trade that's been anticipated for half a season now? I mean, they just
Yeah.
nothing happened, and it's a good thing and a bad thing, I guess. I mean, teams just felt comfortable where they were. We didn't really have teams buy that we thought were going to buy, and no team really was like fire sale. So.
Right,
Uh,
yeah.
it was an uneventful, absolutely uneventful NBA trade deadline, and I guess we're just gonna see how it plays out the rest of the season.
Yeah, exactly. Are you surprised that LeBron did not get traded? Because I
I
didn't think
mean,
he was going to begin with.
yeah, I'll run with the story that, oh, he was going to get traded. I mean, I hope that he would be traded for the story. I was on the fence. I did think there was a possibility. I didn't think it would actually happen. There's no surprise.
Mhm.
It would have really been a surprise if he got traded.
Yeah, like I said before the whole thing happened, I didn't see him getting traded at all just because it's LeBron, and who's gonna wanna take on that kinda, salary that he commands, all that stuff, but hey, look, we'll see, but look, man, the Super Bowl is coming up Sunday,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be exciting for those who care about it. The 49ers and the Chiefs are playing in that one, a rematch of I forget the name of the number of that Super Bowl offhand right now, but it was a few years ago when they got together and played. Um, I got Rick's prediction the other day yesterday, but I want to hear from you. What was your pick for the Super Bowl this year? You going Chiefs or you going 49ers?
I just I have learned time and time again, you don't just like Brady is this is the Mahomes era. You just can't bet against Mahomes. No matter how good that 49ers defense is, no matter how porous we want to make the Kansas City offense seem, because he doesn't have
Hmm.
anybody. Oh, who's he gonna throw to now Tyreek Hill's gone? He elevated the players around him. He elevated no name players around him.
Yep,
And
exactly.
this is we are in the Mahomes era now. So sit
Yep.
back, enjoy, and this is what it is. Again, 49ers, they have a great defense. I can't bet against Mahomes.
Yeah, no, I'm right there. I said it yesterday, and I'll say it again. Same situation applies. I'm not one to bet against Pat Mahomes, especially not in this game when I don't really have a vested interest in it. But because the Chiefs took out the Ravens, I'll roll with the Chiefs in this one too. I don't see what others do in Brock Purdy. Um, I haven't for me. I
Well, now you're
haven't
just
seen it
not
yet.
now you're just talking crazy. I mean,
I
what
haven't
are we
seen it
going?
yet
It's
personally,
Brock
no.
Purdy. There's no he doesn't have a name. He doesn't have a name. It's not Tom Brady or anything like that. I mean, I do get tired. I'll be honest. I get tired of hearing about how it's who's Brock Purdy. There's nothing in Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy has done a whole lot for being the last pick in the NFL draft. Nobody wanted him. He was picked up for let's just pick Brock Purdy. Nobody did their
Yeah.
research on Brock Purdy. This is Tom Brady all over again. I'm not saying he's Tom Brady good because the
Right.
49ers have a ton of weapons on offense. I mean, let's be honest. Let's look at these offenses real quick. You're telling me Rasheed Rice, Justin Watson, Marquise Valdez-Scantling. Those are the receivers that Patrick Mahomes has to throw to, and he is in the Super Bowl. Obviously, we have Kelsey. He's the first down machine. He's going to come up with the catch when you
Yeah.
need it. But that offense, who are those people? Nobody. Eh, Pancheco. I mean, he is doing so much with so little. He's doing
Mhm.
more. He's doing what's expected from him, just like Brock Purdy is doing what's expected of him. When you had a couple years ago, whenever Joe Burrow was at LSU, Joe Burrow
Yeah.
did exactly what Joe Burrow was supposed to do when he broke those records. He had the talent around him, and he absolutely used them. That's what Brock Purdy's doing. Debo Samuel, Ayuk, Christian
Debo, yeah.
McCaffrey, George
Yeah,
Kittle. I
see,
mean,
a lot of
he's
talent
doing what he's
around him.
supposed to. Mahomes is doing what he's supposed to. Purdy is using his talented offense to their best ability. Patrick Mahomes is elevating a bunch of no names to the best of his ability. So offensively, I mean, they're both doing what they're supposed to do. I'm not going to discredit Brock Purdy. He's in the freaking Super Bowl. They would have been in the Super Bowl a couple years ago had they not been on their 17th string quarterback. Um,
Yeah.
so I'm going with the Chiefs because Mahomes is there. But either way, I think it's going to be a good game.
Yeah, I do think it's gonna be good. I think it'll come down to that final possession, like so many Super Bowls have. I hope we see a situation like that. A wide right, you know, some crazy like that. You know what I mean? That's what I want to see.
Mm.
See it come down to that. But let's look. We got the rumor mill moving and shaking here in SimWorld Prep because Coach Josh Robinson is apparently considering leaving the team after the season is over. Thoughts on that? Well, again, let's say thoughts on that, Bob, if any.
Not a surprise, just for the fact that again, it's a pattern. Coaching. is not necessarily for everybody. It is extremely stressful trying to balance all the different players that you have on the court. They have a ton of very good players on Rocky Mountain Monsters. And when you have so many good players, you can't give them all everything that they want. So the stress of trying to figure that out, game planning for so many good teams around the league, it's difficult and it's stressful and it makes your hair turn a little bit grayer faster.
Yeah,
So
their defense, let's talk about it. Their defense looked porous against the Breakers the other day, and that's not something you can do and expect to win against a team like that. I even heard the commentators talking about other things during the game because the guys got a hand at one point, which makes sense again. But like that's a tough situation to be in, and I don't envy Coach Robinson at all. But I will say that, like you said, coaching not for everybody. I'm not saying that it's not for you, Coach. Obviously, um,
yeah, correct.
but it's something to consider when you are leaders of young men, how you vocalize your thoughts and that sort of stuff. If those things come up, if you're saying some things to your team behind the scenes, uh, consider how you word them because these young men are looking up to you as a leader.
Absolutely. And again, like I said, you take a look at that roster with Banks, with Bell, with Davis, McDougal the third, Pate, Thunda. He hasn't done what we expected him to do, but he's a talented player. They have a lot of talent there. I think they just added Benjamin Alexander not too long ago. They
Yes.
have a lot of talent there. So the stress of trying to balance all that talent and figure out who's going to be the guy this night, I mean, sometimes it can be a little much, but that 5 game losing streak it's definitely I'm sure Coach Robinson's hair is extremely gray right now, if he has
Yeah,
any left.
real quick, are you putting any credence into the rumors, yes or no?
Absolutely.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, we'll end it there. Thank you all for listening and watching SimWorld today. We appreciate you as always for the weeks to come, the weeks that have passed, and this week as well. Thank you all very much. Remember, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notify bell, all that good stuff. And Big Bob, because it is Friday, I'll let you do the outro, my friend. Take it away.
B-Ron, we've been through this before. You're passing me the outro. I'm gonna freeze up. But anyway, this is SimWorld. You hit that like button. Remember, hop on our SimWorld TV on YouTube. Hit the like, comment, subscribe, follow us on. I mean, you're here. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, AIM, ICQ,
Hit that bell,
AOL,
man.
whatever it is. Hit that like, hit that follow. We appreciate you guys as always.
Yeah. Yeah.
This has been a presentation of SimWorld Sports.